but the charge in my alley. Ooh, charge it again like it's credit. Your team crowd need to edit. Yeah, I see face and get it. Hold up, ooh, that's good. Need a minute in the plan to revive. Let's get a shot pressing. And they say what I said. They got like 20 moves and like a.
Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Well, the weekend has officially begun. Hey, Dave.
Well, Victor Oladipo.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Just got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the 1 spot. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here is Carter following the score by Indiana. 6 to shoot. White drives in. Out to Carter. Pass to Porter. Here's White. The rebound by Brogdon. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
That one goes. Count it. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the night.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
White. A putback, stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And Levine, here we go. Good work defensively by Turner.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Indiana moving the ball around. Fires the 3. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Number 1, Miles Turner.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Clock at 6. The pass to Brogdon. Puts it up from 12. Again, Indiana. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
The shot's good from Carter.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Turner. Porter against Oladipo. Nice D from Porter. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 5. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Boy, that 3 lined up by Levine, right on target. He's a solid three-point shooter, right around 35% from long range.
The shot by Turner, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And a wide open look for Porter. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And it's a tie ball game.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot.
And Levine, here we go. There's Porter with the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Chicago.
Well, Chicago has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Oladipo. And the shot is good. Oladipo's got 6.
Boy, Oladipo has really expanded his game, can do a lot of damage in a lot of different ways at the offensive end. Very polished.
Warren against Markkanen. Brogdon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. The Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
At the elbow, McDermott. Bitadze, the pass to Holiday. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Young inside. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the foot.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Indiana out in front, up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Dunn, also Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Cornette in at the center position. Now, here's McConnell. Dunn covering. Over to the wing. Pass to McDermott. Over Young. McDermott can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 4. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Back to Dunn. Here's Cornette, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Dunn attacking. And Dunn with the slam.
Dunn finishing in style, and the explosion to the hoop. Powerful.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And
when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
So the wing on the left from downtown. Hutchison's shot is off. Indiana leading by 8. Pass to Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well, but the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Sumner passes to McDermott. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Wide open shot is on the money. Turner's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Pacers. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Here's Sumner, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons and the style of play with which the team has played with. A credit to him and his staff.
And a big part of McMillan's success, getting his guys, Clark, to play hard for him every night.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because this team gets the most out of itself. It's one thing to assemble talent. It's another to bring people together so they're playing for each other. And these guys do that night in and night out.
And Markkanen on the follow.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there, Kevin, at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And Brogdon comes over to help. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Valentine for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it goes down 2 points. Oladipo's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pacers. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Pacers. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Levine's checked in. Sumner passes to Warren. No good. Good work defensively by Carter. Here's Valentine. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Valentine's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Sumner kicks to Oladipo. And it's sent back by Carter.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
To the inside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. The kick out to Warren. Oladipo for 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
And so it's Indiana going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor, you ignited the team in the first half, but what do you need to do better in the second half?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
The shot by Turner, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 8-point game. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch four, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
For three, Levine. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've held a 12-point lead early.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Outside Turner, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So for the Bulls. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Sampson. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Chicago the other way. Throws it up high. McDermott with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
I think he's got to keep working on his interior game. Doug McDermott showing he wants to be more than just an outside shooter.
And it's slammed in by Young.
And you know what? When it comes to alley-oops, few are better at finishing than Thaddeus Young.
Young with the steal. Tipped away.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Pacers leading by 5. Pass to Bitadze. Goes up to the stripe. McDermott. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. The Bulls have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Floats it up for Young. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
The Pacers making a change here. Sumner's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Chris Dunn. Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots, and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
And that one's good, Harrison.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The Pacers have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Holiday. Oh, that's blocked. Now the pass to Bitadze. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Pacers lead by 4. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
They get it again. Pass to Holiday. Here's McConnell. Indiana moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer, no good. And Chicago shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And Young has always had a knack for putting the ball in the basket. I mean, he just finds ways to finish offensive plays.
Over to the left wing. Passes it to McConnell. kicks to Holiday. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Holiday's got 7 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Pacers lead by 1. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point guard. He kicks it to Levine. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. White's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Carter finds Levine. Back to Carter. Now Markkanen. Turner covering. Markkanen can't get it to go. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Oladipo's so capable of scoring the ball in a lot of different ways. Myriad ways does he score the ball. I love watching him fill it up.
Here's Turner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Porter in the corner. And again, Chicago. No good. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Oladipo. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Nice D from Porter. Bulls trail by 7. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
And Holiday kicks to Brogdon. Shoots over White. And there's Brogdon on the assist by Holiday.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
They grabbed their own miss, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner. That's good from Carter. Saransky's checked in for White. Carter hits them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
And Holiday kicks to Oladipo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's 17 points for Victor Oladipo.
Excellent concentration from Oladipo. Even when you get physical with him, he figures out a way to convert.
The pass to Holiday. And here is Turner. He's guarded by Markkanen. The shot by Holiday, no good. Bulls trail by 8. There's Levine. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
You know what you get there? Levine strong enough now to take on contact. Able to complete the play.
Satoransky against Brogdon. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there. And there you go now. One of the NBA's rising stars, Levine, stepping up when it counts.
Now Oladipo. By Carter. Brogdon finds Holiday. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. White is checked in for the Bulls. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Porter, no luck. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that. Kevin, highlight reel material for sure. The defender falls asleep, and Levine turns out the light.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oladipo, the pass to Holiday. Back to Oladipo. Turner dishes to Oladipo. The putback, good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For great.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of DA. A momentous decision, DA. Thank you. So the next starting five. Allen is out there with Thomas. Then there's Harris. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point guard. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the small forward position.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
Here's Chiozza. Second shot opportunity. Allen's shot is off. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Otto Porter is in attack mode. When he gets to the rim, he gets there in a hurry.
And Greg, safe to say, Allen's defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
And Levine throws it down.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's LeVert. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Dishes it to Harris. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Bulls now. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And that one, good.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Carter, great positioning on the putback.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
LeVert from outside. Nailed from three-point land. LeVert's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. At the elbow, it's Allen. From about 19 feet. Again, the Nets for 2. So, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys starting to get nights off.
Porter with it. Picked up by Harris. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Allen inside the three-point line. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores. Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
LeVert with a wide open look. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Chicago leading by 3. White drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. Here's Temple. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Karuch. Again, the Nets for 2. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic. There's the pass to White. The offensive rebound, Young. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Temple. And that one drops for him.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
White looking around. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The Bulls leading by 5. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 13 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Temple can't get it to go. Satoransky against Johnson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Luwawu. 1 second left. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine.
I don't really limit myself to one position.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, we've got Young, Harrison out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Valentine, and it's Cornette in at the center. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Here's Harrison following the score by Jamal Crawford.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Chioza scanning the floor. Pass to Thomas for the three. Offensive rebound, Nets. Passes it to Karuch. Good on the 13-footer. Karuch has got 6 points. The Bulls leading by 3. There's the lob to Markkanen.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the basket by Karuch. He's got 8.
You know, Jamal Crawford's just a great team player. He will take the shot, but if he sees a teammate more open, then he'll zip it right to him.
Now, here's Valentine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Crawford outside. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Karuch. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Carter. Goes back up, and he lays it straight in. Carter's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the basket by Karuch.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
There's a minute left in the first half. Carter kicks to Dunn. Second chance shot. In deep, Carter drops it in. Carter's got 4 this quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Crawford with the ball. Carter on him. Crawford trying to free himself up. And it's Karuch missing. The Bulls leading by 5. On up the court. Here's Harrison. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Crawford passes to Karuch. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Here's Hutchison. And that one released in time, but no good. And
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to... And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Revert Commissioner Adam Silver broached the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Extend that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harris. Lance Thomas out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point. And it's LeVert missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
In the corner, it's Levine. Pass to White. Goes up on the wing. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Porter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
On that play, this is where Porter's length is such an asset, creating second chance opportunities.
LeVert tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 6 points for Jared Allen.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
LeVert against Levine. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from LeVert.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Chicago again turning it over.
When you watch Lauri Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett comes in for Carter. And it's Young in for Lauri Markkanen. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls. Porter passes to Satoransky. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. The shot by Satoransky, no good. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Bulls. And there's the pass to Cornett. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Allen kicks to Temple. Over Levine. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Johnson surveying the floor. It's LeVert on the wing. Kicks it to Temple. Pass to Luau. Back to Temple. Johnson for 3. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Knocked away. Stolen by Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
LeVert the pass to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Luau. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Stone's checked in for Luke Cornett. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Chicago leading by 4. Dunn kicks to Levine. Over Harris. Misses the baby hook. The Nets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Luau. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Young slams it home.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
with 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Bulls. They're up by 4. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Chris Dunn is out there with Thomas Satoransky. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Johnson with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Now here is Harris. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Chicago making some changes. Porter comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White in for Dunn. The Bulls leading by 6. And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Back to Satoransky. Passes it to Carter. Satoransky, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 8.
How about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Harris dishes to Johnson. He kicks to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Chiozza passes to Allen. Down low. Got a piece of it. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance.
Not just a half-court player, Wendell runs the floor well and has those long strides that eat up the ground.
Pass to Chiozza. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Satoransky. Hammers it home, but foulish off the break.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
The Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in, and a change for the Nets. LeVert's checked in. Kept alive, and Thomas with the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Levine, here we go. Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists now tonight. Nets trail by 12. Chiozza passes to Allen. Some players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in-between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
The 3 from Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Bulls leading by 11. There's the lob to Markkanen. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 3-pointer, LeVert. That goes out of bounds. That one off LeVert. Satoransky's checked in for Chicago. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Levine. Back to Satoransky. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Carter. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Carter's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, you know Carter's good for a steady performance, but tonight he's taking over on the offensive end.
Chioza passes to LeVert from outside the arc, and it's Lance Thomas with the 3.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Chicago.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lauri Markkanen.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Valentine in for Zach LaVine. Valentine shot good.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. No good on the 3. Satoransky with it. Johnson on him. Satoransky finds Carter. Back to Satoransky. No good from outside. From deep. Misses. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the...
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV.
There below is, and a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got LeVert. Lance Thomas out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Chiozza in at the point. Just 3 to shoot. Turner. The kick out to Oladipo. Goes up with it again. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The pass to Chiozza. Allen trying to break free. And the 3 off target. For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams, no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Now here is Harris. 12 points his last outing. Allen against Turner. He gets it in there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one done.
And Turner throws it down.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Here's Chiozza. He's guarded by Brogdon. Chiozza's shot is good. For Indiana, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Cuts off the pass. It's tipped. Outside Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
And Thomas has it in the corner. The Pacers pull it in. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one. Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. So it's Brooklyn now. The Pacers making the shot. Harris, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back 3 will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
You simply must respect the mid-range game of Victor Oladipo. When given the opportunity, he will capitalize.
Here's Chiozza. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Holiday following the bucket by the Nets. Misses the layup.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Stolen by Warren. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And it's sent back by Allen.
Jaron Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Doug McDermott comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Aaron Holiday. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shoots from the elbow. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fires from the wing. And the shot is long. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers lead by 4. And the second quarter will get on. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Johnson is out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Crawford and it's Caruge in at the center filling out the middle.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And something that's troubled Indiana the last 3 years, rebounding.
I think, Greg, it's probably manifested at both ends of the floor, right? Some of it's about roster construction. Some of it's about style of play. Some of it's about philosophy. But their inability to control the glass has at times had an impact on them.
Sampson, the pass to Bitadze. Here's McDermott. McConnell with it. Sampson kicks to McConnell. Caruge grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's Crawford with the drive. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. From 13, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
McDermott, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
To the middle, here's Luwawu. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Sampson's shot is off. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Warriors. Luwawu, the pass to Caruge. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Here's McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to McDermott. He kicks to Holiday. McConnell in the corner. Inside. 5 on the clock. Here's Holiday. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Holiday's got it all tied up now for Indiana. Johnson surveying the floor. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
A fearless competitor. 190 pounds of Tyler Johnson, more than willing to take the hit.
Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. Here's McConnell. Here's Bitadze. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's now go to a collection of the league's most clutch long-range shooters. Since All-Star, these are the best small forwards in basketball at the art of the three-point shot. Doug McDermott, 4th.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. That's what they do with their three-point shooting. They can demoralize a defense. I mean, there are some sleepless nights after having to face any one of those guys.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in for Doug McDermott. T.J. Warren comes in for Jakar Sampson. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
And Sumner gets it to go.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brogdon outside. Turner finds Warren, and here is Brogdon. Here's Sumner. Tries a three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Brogdon. From deep three-point range, it's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
They grabbed their own miss. And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
It's Allen with the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, despite his size, Jared Allen has a fluidity about his game. He can make you uncomfortable as a defender.
Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Indiana. Indiana trailing here. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Turner. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Turner's got 6. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Chioza scanning the floor. Lets it go from 11, and that would have counted, but so that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They were... And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 1.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
And it's sent back by Allen. Now, here's Thomas. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris finds Thomas. Pass to Allen. From short range, it's good. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
On the wing, Turner. Stolen by LeVert. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Stolen by Brogdon. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
My goodness, it's hard to stay with Oladipo in transition. The speed, the quickness can be overwhelming.
Harris outside. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And for the Nets, team dinners, you go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here.
And the shot goes in. Turner's got 8 points. Here's Chiozza. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. He dishes it to Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
One of Jared Allen's best qualities is his motor. That activity paying dividends with his scoring.
Oladipo, the pass to Warren. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Warren's got his first basket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Chiozza passes to LeVert. There's the three. Pacers with the rebound. Warren's got his 5th rebound in this one. The kick out to Oladipo. And it's Holiday at the elbow. And the pass to Turner. And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Nice D from Warren. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Down low, here's Turner, and he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 10. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Allen outside. Passes it to Chiozza. To the inside. 4 on the clock. Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Outside Turner. It's Brogdon on the wing. The kick out to Oladipo. Misses the 3. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. A nice shot by LeVert.
And there's a deceptive strength to the lean frame of Karis LeVert, showing tremendous strength on his way to a tough finish.
It's Oladipo on the wing, guarded by Harris. Harris against Oladipo. Looking to get back on track here. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Nets with possession here. And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. And it's LeVert missing. And Oladipo kicks to Warren. Holiday, no one around him. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Holiday's got 7 points in the game. Allen for the 3. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Anderson is out there with Caruch. And it's Crawford. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Hall in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner, certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015. He has gotten better every single year.
Back to Crawford. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Right wing. McDermott with the steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Sumner, guarded by Crawford. And the call will be against Justin Anderson. That is his first foul of the game. And Doris, you look at Turner's input. It's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
Indiana leading. Holiday, the pass to Sumner. No good that time. The Nets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. To the paint, back to Anderson. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Now McDermott tries again. Sampson kicks to McDermott. Pass to Sumner. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And the Nets with possession. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Johnson. Crawford looking over the floor. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Hall. Crawford, the tip in on the offensive rebound. And the Nets lead by 2.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Sumner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jamal Crawford picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
That free throw, no good. That one is no good. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Kicks it out to Johnson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Johnson's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn. Scoring. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
You know, one of my favorite things about T.J. Warren is how much he believes in his ability to score the basketball. He doesn't back down from anyone.
All free throws good from Warren.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Here's Luwawu. And it's sent back by Turner.
I tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one. Oladipo. Big time moment. That's my moment.
The Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Temple, guarded by Oladipo. Johnson dishes to Allen. Kicks it to Temple. Back to Allen. Nets passing it around. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Thomas checked in for Luwawu Cabaret. Harris comes in for Garrett Temple. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Johnson. Here's Sumner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Yeah, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the 1 miss.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Wow, this guy, Karis LeVert, is a big-time gamer. You love seeing the young man make big-time shots.
Holiday with it. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's LeVert. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Edmund Sumner. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Brogdon from the arc. But they'll get another chance. Oladipo, the pass to Holiday. The second chance effort. Brooklyn with the rebound.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
LeVert inside the line. Can't get it to fall. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment.
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickup, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
We welcome you to Noche NBA. As we're going to break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. And take a look at the Pacers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, Chicago, they're at the bottom of the conference.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Oren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's White in at the point.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
And a solid playmaker, White. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Levine. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. It's Oladipo on the wing. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Levine, good.
And you need Levine to keep connecting from deep. When he does, the floor opens up big time.
And finished off by Oladipo.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The rebound by Turner.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Holiday. Back to Oladipo. Stolen by Carter. And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
Wow, the quickness Levine possesses, it's just fantastic. At times, he overwhelms you with it on these drives inside.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played with.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love.
Right. And Warren able to finish.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren.
That's a good break. I mean, it's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Satoransky comes in for Porter, and it's done in for White. Indiana also making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Oladipo. Justin Holiday comes in for Aaron Holiday. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Some changes for Chicago. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Chandler Hutchison in for Zach LaVine. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Hutchison. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Down low. It's blocked. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Satoransky the pass to Cornett. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Sampson. One-on-one fast break. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's McConnell. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Edmund Sumner's checked in for T.J. McConnell. That one drops. He ties it up.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
17 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside Holiday. They get it back. Itadze. Holiday looking over the floor. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's an improved distance shooter. Holiday, he's added to his game, and it shows.
Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
They've got Young, Valentine out there with Dunn, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, TJ Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Chicago making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Young's got the first basket of the second quarter for Chicago. Inside. Sampson's shot, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Here's Young. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Indiana leading. Sumner passes to Bitadze. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Playing him tough inside, air prevent the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Sumner gets it to go. Sumner's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Valentine. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. Shoots from 12. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. McDermott finds Holiday. Back to McDermott. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 5-point Pacer lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later. He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Dunn's shot's good.
Kev, the main strength of Dunn's game to me is his ability to carve his way inside. So insane.
And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Bitadze with the bucket.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
Bulls trail by 5. Stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And that one is hammered home.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Dunn kicks to Cornette. And again, Chicago turns it over. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
White, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Indiana with a change here, too. Brogdon, he's checked in for Jakar Sampson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
The Pacers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Markkanen comes in for Young. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Zedaransky subbed in for Shaquille Harris. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
Here's McConnell. Sederansky grabs the miss. And so Sederansky will bring it up for the Bull. 7-point differential. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And there's the bucket for Markkanen. Markkanen's got his first 2 points.
And really, Markkanen isn't just an outside threat. He's more than capable of capitalizing inside.
And Oladipo kicks to McConnell. Indiana moving the ball around. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Carter pulls it in. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. White, wide open. He fired. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Now just a 3-point Indiana lead. To the inside. Turner. And Turner throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to White. Over McConnell. But they get it back. Here's Hutchison. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Warren's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Oladipo, here we go, misses from close range.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you back. Victor Oladipo had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds. And that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Fans, broadcasters, love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will hold that break, around that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score. Don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because the player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Oladipo dishes to Turner. To the middle, stolen by Markkanen. It's tipped, and here we go. Fast break, Levine's got it. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. For the tie, Levine can't hit.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Oladipo. Chicago grabs the miss. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and he talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight, always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Levine with it. Ogden picks him up. The putback. It's good on the putback. Cornett's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle. You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Here's White. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Stolen by Brogdon. Top of the key, Holiday. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Now it's a 6-point Indiana lead.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Brogdon the pass to Holiday. Offline with his three. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And here are the numbers for Turner. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. First in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up.
Love the mentality of Dunn. Looking to score as often as he can from the painted area.
Holiday finds Holiday. 1:27 left in the third quarter. You can't get that one. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 2.
And see what you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though. This team needs results.
McDermott for 3. Indiana again missing. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far.
Did you see that?
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Porter dishes to Young. Oh, trying for it. Stolen by Warren. And Turner kicks to Holiday. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists now in this one. Dunn attacking. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Warren. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's McDermott. Got a piece of it.
The coaching staff loves this. They know Markkanen has the length needed to swat a lot of shots.
Levine inside the three-point line. Can't nail the jumper. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Chicago right now, Thomas Satoransky is out there with Harrison. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Valentine. And it's Hutchinson in at the power forward. Nice D from Warren. Indiana leading. Here's Sumner. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Harrison. Passes to Hutchison. Stolen by Warren. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Bitadze. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Carter.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the win.
Here's Harrison, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That free throw good from Harrison. Chicago making a switch here. White's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for McDermott. And Brogdon subbed in for Edmund Sumner. Bitadze, the pass to Brogdon. Bitadze with the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bulls trail by 3. Down low. Hutchison's shot is off. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Oladipo misses. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury this three in transition.
The pass to Oladipo. Over Harrison. Oladipo misses. Chicago's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And then Carter at the jam.
Nice form on that look from Carter Jr. He's a former top 10 pick with limitless potential.
McConnell kicks to Oladipo. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Warren. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Harrison. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Aaron Holiday comes in for T.J. McConnell. Second shot opportunity. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The Pacers making a switch here. Leafs checked in.
But you got to be excited about Markkanen's future. I mean, he's a big man who can really shoot and shoulder the offensive load.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Satoransky in the corner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Satoransky's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Bulls. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And Oladipo kicks to Holiday. Oladipo against Porter. Oladipo, the pass to Leaf. Back to Oladipo. Clock at 6. The shot's good from Leaf. Leaf's got his first bucket of the night.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Pacers trail by 3. Turner looking around. Pass to Oladipo. Here's Leaf. Feeds it to Oladipo. Outside to Brogdon. Oladipo outside. From deep. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got his 4th assist in this one. For Chicago, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Carter. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Turner. Outside Holiday. Here's Leaf. The kick out to Oladipo. Here's Turner. Buries the triple.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Satoransky, the pass to Carter. Now here's White. Turner covering to end the run. And it's White missing.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Pass to Holiday. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Oladipo. Carter pulls it in.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
That's what they need to tie it. Boy, what a game this has been.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV, Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah, I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right.
He's going to end it.
The traffic in New York City making its way back. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Brooklyn, right now at the playoff start, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, there's the Bulls, down 4 spots from them.
And seeing where the Nets are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point guard. And for Brooklyn, Lance Thomas out there with Harris. And there's Jared Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point. Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Oh, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. Let's get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. And Levine throws it down.
You know what you like about Levine as a finisher? I mean, he can go straight to the rack, pop out to the 3, and can do everything in between as well.
Thomas finds Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Boy, he's getting smarter at reading these situations, guys. LeVert's basketball IQ and pick and rolls ascending.
Markkanen, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Chiozza passes to Thomas. The shot off that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
And, Greg, they deserve a lot of credit for being aggressive, though. I mean, they got to the line a bunch because they forced the issue.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The pass to LeVert. Allen left side. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
And Levine, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep. And guys like Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
For Chicago, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
They get it again. Thomas passes to Allen. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Inside and stolen by Dunn. 3-on-3. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Luwawu. Tries again. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Well, Clark, they say it's a make-or-miss league, as you know, and Thaddeus Young has that knack for finishing.
Yeah, he does. He's got a really good knack. Catches defenders flat-footed with his early release, and he's pretty crafty when he gets it inside, and being left-handed certainly doesn't hurt.
And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. Thomas with the ball, now guarded by Valentine. Luwawu, the pass to Allen. It's deflected. They retain possession. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. He lays it in. Allen's got 8.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Cornette. Missed inside.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Harris laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, I love to see Joe Harris not settling, instead choosing to be opportunistic and mixing up his offensive attack.
Deflects the pass. Jared Allen has been on display for Brooklyn. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Allen is out there with Caruch. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Crawford. And it's Temple in at the shooting guard. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, Clark, as one Latvian makes his way out of New York, another Latvian, Kuruc, makes his mark with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, you know, the second rounder making an impact right out of the gates, ready to be an NBA impact player. He's an efficient scorer, a versatile defender. So far, so good from what I've seen.
Now, here's Valentine. He had 15 points last outing.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And the basket by Caruch.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Young for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. Pass to Caruch. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Number 1, the Bulls.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Porter comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's White in for Dunn.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
Chicago making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Now here's Allen. He's got 8. The putback. Carter pulls it in. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Harrison, and he goes in for the dunk.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Caruch. Allen trying to break free. Great positioning on the putback.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
And the Nets making a change here. Chiozza's checked in. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Chiozza, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Left side, Markkanen. LaVine inside the three-point line. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For Brooklyn, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Johnson for 3. And it's White with the rebound. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. And LaVine, here we go. Left side, Markkanen. Back to LaVine. And Rodion Skurucs picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Allen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. Now here is Carter. 17 points for him last game against Orlando.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And you see why LaVine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
Here's Chiozza. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Hutchison passes to Markkanen. And the layup's good off the glass. Markkanen's got 4 points this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
1:11 left in the first half of the game. And that one drops. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. For 3, LaVine. A rebound by the Nets.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
That one goes. Count it. LaVine's got 8.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
It's deflected. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Bulls making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. LaVine can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improved.
Pass to Hall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Nets lead by 7.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire time. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best who have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing and Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative, do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter at the small forward position. There's the pass to Chiozza. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Porter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Out to White. Pass to Levine. Now here's Markkanen. Guarded by Crawford. White, good.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision. Solid at finding open teammates.
Here's Chiozza. White covering. Good. Chiozza's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Nets.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And stolen by White. Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Well, it's no secret that Levine has outstanding athleticism and explosiveness. He can throw it down with ease and with the best of them. You know, for a team like the Nets building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Stolen by Allen. Here's Chiozza. Guarded by Porter. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Crawford outside. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Mark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development, the investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
Cornette kicks to Harrison. A three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 5. Thomas passes to Johnson. Makes it off the glass.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And that one's good by Porter.
Coming into the league, Porter didn't have that. Now, after a ton of work, he's a long ball threat.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. And it's blocked. In transition, here come the Bulls. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
A nice shot by Harris.
Most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
Thomas with the block, and they're able to recover, and the shot is good. Hutchinson's got 4 this quarter. 54 seconds left in the third. Temple the pass to Karuch. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the lob to the hoop. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10, right at him, get to the rack.
Here's Karuch. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Brooklyn ahead, up by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Joe Harris is out there with Thomas. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Allen. And it's Chiozza in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. That shot off. Good work defensively by Carter.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Levine can't hit. The Nets with the lead. Allen passes to Thomas. From 11 feet away, Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kick out to Levine. Back to Valentine. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Valentine's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bulls. Here's LeVert, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 1.
You got to D up LeVert better than that, Kevin. I mean, he excelled at scoring over the defense.
Thomas passes to Chiozza. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Here's LeVert. Allen trying to break free, and it's LeVert missing. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Levine throws it down.
And, Kevin, that's one of Levine's pet moves. Has the speed to get there and the hops to finish.
Chiozza passes to Allen. Pass to Chiozza. 5 to shoot. And they pick up 2. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Pass to Valentine. Back to Levine. Launches a 3. Again, Levine missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Allen kicks to LeVert. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Here's Chiozza. Dunn covering. Chiozza, no good. Here's Levine. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And you can see the confidence there, Kevin, just oozing out of him. Levine knows he can get his shot in almost any situation, and that's a big one for the team.
Bucket is good. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Good on the shot.
Well, I really admire the determination with which Dunn played. Staying confident in his shot at all times.
And foul on the shot. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And Brooklyn making a change here. LeVert's checked in.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Allen trying to break free, and that one is good.
Man, what a shot. LeVert answering the call. After all he's been through, enjoying the moment. Well done.
And Levine, here we go. Markkanen dishes to Carter. Kicks it to Levine. They shoot again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Forcing the issue offensively. Levine has that sudden explosiveness. He gets a step and draws the foul.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
LeVert against White. Now, here is LeVert. Defense right on him. Money! A huge shot to tie it up. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. Levine wide open. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Luwawu. Count!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It drops.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. You know, this is why they go to LeVert, guys, because he's shown he can come through for his teammates.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It won. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Downtown Indianapolis moving it. And let's go straight up. A lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Pacers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, Brooklyn, just a couple spots back.
I think for the Pacers, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
So the next starting 5. Lance Thomas out there with Harris. Then there's Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2. Well, might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. Now here's LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State. To the paint. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Holiday. Rebound, Brooklyn. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on. And in part, it was because of their rebound.
Harris, good.
I'll tell you, more than just a shooter, Joe Harris has the ability to put it on the deck and get to the cup.
Now the Pacers with it. Warren the pass to Oladipo. Fader on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Allen with it. Brogdon picks him up. And slam dunk by Allen.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And that one is stuffed right through.
How about that authority from Mr. Karis LeVert? Go ahead, sir.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Allen. Good work defensively by Turner.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Good on the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Allen. Nets passing it around. Chiozza's shot is good. Chiozza's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Count that one.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
And now a moment to see the stats for Victor Oladipo. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now here is Harris. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Here's Temple. Outside for Thomas. Takes a 3. And the Nets, another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Brogdon against Johnson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A fearless competitor. 190 pounds of Tyler Johnson, more than willing to take the hit.
Oladipo outside. This one for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. 9 points for Victor Oladipo. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by a bucket. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So for Brooklyn now, Crawford out there with Johnson. Then it's Garrett Temple, and it's Caruge in at the center.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on his shot will be day to day.
And that's okay. Teams need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket for McDermott.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
Here's Temple. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by McConnell. Here we go, 1-on-1. And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Over Crawford. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Passes it to Temple. Fires from the line. The rebound by Holiday. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Here's Caruge. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And second-round pick Caruge ended up starting most of last season for the Nets as a rookie.
Well, think about it. Back in Europe, this guy was playing limited minutes for Barcelona. Some said they were trying to hide him from NBA scouts. But there is no question he is on everyone's radar now, Kev.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, 2 guys come to my mind immediately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis, who you could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, the Brow has as well. Those are 2 of the most complete, dominant, two-way big men in today's game.
Now here's Crawford. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Sampson lays it up off the glass. Sanson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yep, that one goes.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
They get a hand on it. Crawford with the steal. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Don't you love how LeVert looks for his guys, totally unselfish, does whatever it takes to get the win.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backdoor.
Pass to McConnell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. McConnell's got 4 this quarter. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
LeVert with the wide open look, and he's good on the 3 ball. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Chiosa following the score by Indiana, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Here's LeVert after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Harris looking it over. Great touch on the 16-footer. Harris has got 6.
Well, how about the mid-range game? Joe Harris knows they're going to run him off the three-point line, so he's showing you what else he has. Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert. Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Got it off in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's it for the first half of action.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5. Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the pass to LeVert. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Allen, and it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Puts it up off the inbound. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. They lead by 1. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
And what easy looks, don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
A rebound by the Nets. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Temple. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Thomas, no luck.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And very much a modern offensive game for Miles Turner. Doris not a post-up guy per se.
No, he can shoot the face-up jump shot. He's exceptional at rim running. And think about his running form. This is a young man that tried to fine-tune his stride. He has become a factor now, Kev, going end-to-end.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Over the last few seasons, Tyler Johnson turning himself into one of the premier options off the bench.
Kevin, you could easily see this guy winning a 6th Man of the Year award in the future. He's versatile in terms of where he can slot in offensively. He's always looking to score, and you need that kind of punch off the bench.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Caruth is checked in for Thomas. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Joe Harris. And yes, it's good. Temple's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his opening.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And it's Caruth missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Sumner kicks to Holland. There's Bitadze outside to Brogdon. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 3. Johnson attacking, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, Tyler Johnson doing work off the bounce to the cup. Pretty dry.
And it's sent back by Allen. A steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Temple gets the bucket.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Miles Turner. Doug McDermott comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Edmund Sumner. And a switch here for Brooklyn. LeVert's checked in. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Johnson. He feeds it to Allen. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. LeVert the pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Allen kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. For the tie. Offensive rebound. Can't hit that one. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. McConnell finds McDermott. Brooklyn with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice job drawing the contact on that move. Jared Allen, very difficult to contain because of his length.
And he can't hit the second. It's Oladipo on the wing. Launches it. And that one is off. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Pacers out in front, up by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Harris. Thomas is out there with Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point guard position. And then Oladipo with the jam.
Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
Back to LeVert to tie it up. Bangs home the trifecta. LeVert's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
The first free throw is good.
I think I like the skill set of Doug McDermott. He's a phenomenal shooter, and he's got tremendous range.
And McDermott drops them both.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
And he gets it back. Allen against Turner. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down, from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Crawford's checked in. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Brooklyn. It's a 1-point game. LeVert from outside. Here's Allen. He dishes it to Crawford. LeVert from outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Harris outside. Crawford outside. Allen outside. Harris, right side. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 2.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
Warren finds Holiday. Oladipo for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. A nice shot by LeVert. And it's a 4-point Nets lead.
How about that? Such an instinctive offensive talent. Karis LeVert, natural under pressure.
Holiday, the pass to Warren. Over Thomas. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Down low, here's Allen. Pacers with the rebound. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. And Holiday has it in the corner. Warren against LeVert. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Warren.
T.J. Warren's in a huge moment with the big bucket.
LeVert, the pass to Thomas. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Turner. McDermott with it. Now Thomas defending. Allen against Holiday. And it's sent back by Allen. To the paint. Here's Thomas. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, Kev, the guy's a jack of all trades. Now you're going to deliver big buckets? Come on now.
Oladipo against Crawford. Oladipo, the pass to McDermott. Lets it go from deep. Oladipo. LeVert grabs the miss. Harris outside. Here's Thomas. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Back to Oladipo over Crawford. Indiana again missing.
I don't don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Allen finds Harris. Avert against Warren. 11 feet away. Misses off the right iron. Oladipo outside. They get the rebound.
Embrace the challenge, T.J. Warren. Big-time shot. It's my time.
Offside Thomas. And then Thomas with the jam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.